take two.
So basically, he said a couple years ago to me, do you think you'll be unfulfilled if you don't have children? And it was out of the blue, in my opinion, like, not really, like, relevant to whatever we'd been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And it also felt incredibly insensitive.
Yeah.
I mean, these are people
Wait, what? He said you'll be unfulfilled?
He asked me, will you be unfulfilled if you don't have children?
Wow.
And I had a variety of reactions to that. I was, like, upset. I was angry. I was, like, dumbfounded. I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to answer that question?
Yeah.
Did you... And then, like, the part of me that's, like, a hardcore feminist was like, really, Dad? The man who got to wait till he was almost 50 before he fucking started a family? And you think, bitch, that it's okay to ask your daughter, who's, at that time I was 32 or 33, and have clearly, like, been good with kids, worked with kids my whole life, loved children, would love to have a family. You know that? You know that I stayed with a partner for 9 years because I really want to start a family? Like, and you, like, think that this shit is okay to just blase ask me? And when I got upset about it, like, my parents just, like, there's a lack of understanding, and if I dare get upset about something, they're like, whoa, why are you upset with me?
Why are you,
like,
it's not my fault you're upset.
Yeah.
So they don't take any accountability.
No accountability. No, like, idea that what you say to someone along those lines could be incredibly hurtful. Like, they've both said things where I'm like, why would you say that to anyone, let alone your fucking daughter?
Yeah.
Like, my mom asked me after I left Lauren, who I'd been with for 9 years, do you think you stayed with him for too long?
No, because I ended it now. Right?
Like, my follow-up question was, do you have a time machine that you're gifting me so that I can change that? Because otherwise, that is a heartless question to ask someone.
Yeah.
What was the point of asking me that?
Yeah.
You're a bitch. Sorry, I just called my mom a bitch. But, like, it's how I can deal with it sometimes. Because I'm just like, in what world? You know, and, like, they're not bad people. I love them of course I love them. They're my parents, that goes without saying. They're also, like, good people. I mean, I relate to them on a lot of other levels. They're, like, very, like, open-minded, socially justice motivated people. I feel like they raised me with a lot of amazing, I don't want to say morals or values, but along that, like, a world perspective that allowed me to question status quo, allowed me to question oppression. Definitely, like, I'm grateful for the foundation they provided me, but when it comes to this issue, it's such a fucking bizarre thing, because on one hand, it is the most important thing in the world, having a family, like, which I'm not arguing with them, that it is incredibly important, but then when they, like, do this thing where they get weird about it and they ask me weird questions, or, like, my mom does this thing where it feels like she's, like, rubbing it in my face, literally, of, like, look what I have, and you don't have that. Oh, but it's okay because you have these other things and they make you happy, even though we clearly, like, think that, like, that is not as essential as family.
Yeah.
And I don't really know what I want necessarily. Like, I'm just angry with them because I guess more I want honesty. Like, okay, that's fine. Like, take that standpoint that family is incredibly important. But then don't lie to my fucking face and be like, we don't care. Like, either don't care or be honest about the fact that you do.
Yeah. But
this bullshit half and half, where then they say these passive-aggressive shit to me, basically, about the fact that I had an opportunity to, like, basically do that route, get married and have babies, because I had this partner who, you know, essentially wanted to do those things, but then this is all like part of my shit with them because they're big talkers and they're not big walkers.
Yeah.
And that has been with a lot of the guys I've been with too. My ex of 9 years and the guy I was with after him is as big. Like my ex who I was with for 9 years, it was all like, we talked about having kids. We talked about this future we wanted, blah, 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 blah. But when it came to actually like making decisions and doing things, he didn't really want to do any of them. And then he would flip it and blame the indecision and the inability to make moves on me in this weird fucking way. And it just became too much for me to handle. Like, I remember we were, I don't know, he was a year older than me or something. He just turned 30, and I, you know, was just turning 29, and I was like, all right, I want to start our family in the next couple years. And he was like, I gotta wait like 5 years. I was like, we've been together for 9 years.
Yeah.
You want me to wait another 5 years, and then what? What's the plan then? Like, I don't know. I just feel like, and when I left, it was this whole thing about like, oh, but I wanted to give you the moon and stars. I wanted to marry you. I wanted to do these things. I wanted to have a family. I was like, well, you had 9 years where we could have
done it.
We could have done a lot of things. But I mean, like, there were a lot of things that were so missing. Like, it was the not being able to commit to that, but it was also like we weren't having sex at all. And I feel like sexuality is really tied into this because as much as, yes, I do want, you know, like I want to have my own little family, like I would like to have one at least child, I see it happening with a partner who I have this like amazing compatible relationship with, and a huge part of that dynamic is sexuality. And again, this kind of ties it's personal, but this is like weird shit with my mom. My mom, my whole fucking life would be like, I was the last virgin bride in America. Like,
whoa.
Why do I need to hear about that? You know, it gave me this twisted view about sexuality that has taken me years to unravel. Where it's like, just because I'm not a 29-year-old virgin